Hello. Are you tired? Let's be real, are you tired? Because I'm tired. And you know why? Because you always give and give to people and they never give it back. Okay? Well, ask yourself, when was the last time someone texted you first? Or when was the last time someone showed up for you without you actually asking? Okay? When was the last time? Exactly. So today, we're talking about overgiving. Okay? Why we do it, why it's destroying us low-key, and how we can stop it. Okay? So, let's go. Overgiving is simple. It's that you give more than you get back in return. You text first, you plan the hangouts, you remember birthdays, okay? And you show up. And people barely acknowledge that. And here's the thing, you keep doing it. Because you're hoping that one day they'll see how much you care and maybe love you back. Okay? And that's not generosity. That's a transaction where you are paying to be loved. And this problem needs to be fixed. You're the one who reaches out first every time. And deep down you know that when you would stop doing that, the conversation would go down, right? You cancel plans for them. And they cancel on you and you're fine with it. You remember everything about them. Everything. And they ask about you. Suddenly they have no idea what's going on in your life. It feels like you're guilty for saying no. It feels like you're too much, right? And with that, you're shrinking yourself. And you know what? Because somewhere inside, you think that you have to earn love. That you only feel worthy when you're giving. And that's a lie we also need to fix today. This started young. For example, your parents were cold, love was conditional, or you got praised when you performed. So with all that, your brain learned that if I give enough, if I work hard enough, or if I show up enough, I finally be loved. And this is a program you're still running on, even as an adult. And newsflash, you're not that kid anymore. Because as an adult, you have choices, okay? You can say to yourself, I don't need to earn love anymore. I'm worthy just because I exist, okay? And that's where we start. Every time you give to people who don't give back, your energy gets taken, okay? You're pouring into people with holes in them. They can't hold what you give them. Your container empty. Your glass of water empty. Because every time you're pouring into someone else, they're broken. Their glass is broken. Okay? Meanwhile, your goals are sitting aside. Okay? Your real goals. The version of you who's supposed to exist. Okay? And she's waiting while you exhaust yourself for people who don't even realize you're tired. Like, it's your life. It's your time. It's your peace. And you're giving it to people who wouldn't do the same. This needs to stop. You're not giving to who they are. You're giving to who you think they are. You're holding on to the one time they showed up. The one good text. Or the one conversation where they were present. Right? And you build a whole relationship on that in your head. But the real person consistently taken. Consistently unavailable. Or consistently making you small. The pattern is the truth, not the exceptions. And you need to start looking at the patterns, okay? Because that's who they truly are. So now that we have that out of the way, it's time to actually figure out how to stop it. And I know it's not an overnighter, because then you wouldn't have so many overgivers, right? So I give you 4 simple steps on how to actually practice it. The first one is to stop initiating. Stop reaching out first. Let them text you, okay? And if they don't, you have available information. What does that matter, you know. Energy wasted or energy spent wisely. Okay? The second step is to say no. Let me hold your hand when I say this. If someone asks you if you are free or if you have time and you don't feel like it, say no. Crazy, huh? Just say no. The only thing you can feel is guilt. What does it matter? Say it anyway. And guilt is like a lie your body is telling you, so it really doesn't matter. The third step is to say what you need. Okay? For example, I need more balance in the friendship. I need you to spend more time on me, or I need you to show up like the way I show up. Right? Say what you want. Say what you need, what you feel like you need. Okay? And this is where people split in two. The first ones are like, okay, I see you. I can work on that. Right? And the second one is like, get defensive and aggressive and like fade away. Thank you. That's good. You know why? Now you know who's the real friend and who's not. Time spent wisely, energy spent not so good. Okay? And the first step is to redirect your energy. Okay? Every time you spend time on people which you're not like giving back, etc., right? You should spend on yourself, right? Your dreams, your goals, your healing, everything that has positive outcome. And you know it has a positive outcome. Good healing and your goals always positive, okay? Redirect your energy. Because you should spend it, your time is important and you should spend it wisely, okay? You think you're a giving person, that's just your identity. That's why you keep giving. But that's not who you are. You are a person of value who chooses where to invest. Okay? Feel the difference. For example, if you say, I'm a giver, that means you have no choice. You just give. But if you say, I'm a person who chooses, you have power and you decide. So if you truly believe that you're valuable, not in an arrogant but like grounded way, you stop accepting imbalance. It stops feeling okay. And you stop taking all the crumbs because you know how real food tastes like. Okay? And that shift changed everything. Some relationships will end. And some person will fade. But that's totally fine. That's not sad. That's clarity. Because these relationships were purely built on what you provided. And there were no real connections or anything, right? And that's why you don't need to be bitter about it. Don't drag them. Just like release them, okay? Say to yourself, I love you, but this is not working out. So I wish you well. And then you walk away. And that's grace. That's power. Real love is simple. You don't wonder where you stand. You feel seen. They think of you. They check on you. They show up. You don't feel like too much. You feel seen. And if you express your needs, they will answer with care and not defense. And that's the baseline, okay? That's not the luxury. And it's waiting for you too. But I can't find you while you're drained giving to the wrong people. So you need to make space and free yourself up. You didn't come here to be a free therapist for people who don't care. You came here to live. And this starts the moment you decide, I matter too, okay? Not more than them, but equal to them. Because your time matters. Your peace matters. Your dreams matters. Now. So, today, make one choice for yourself. Just one. For example, I don't text first. Or I say no to something. Take a nap. Or do the one thing you always wanted to do. One choice. Okay? And when you keep making these choices, you look up and realize, I'm actually happy. I'm surrounded by people who love me. I'm full. And that's what's waiting for you. So go get it.